Today we have with us Bebula, who is the Chief Executive Officer for Mazwe Financial Services. Xoliswa, thank you for joining us at the investSA Gauteng One-Stop Shop.
Thanks, Dave.
Xoliswa, can you please share with us about what is it that you do and also your career journey?
I am the founder and the CEO of Mazwe Financial Services. Mazwe is a Black-owned and female-owned second-tier financial services. On the main, what we do is we do on lending, which is more of unsecured loan. So the reason for starting the business, it was all based on passion. And passion to impact lives and making a difference in people's lives. Central to that passion, central to making a difference in people's lives is building families. And central to building families is providing shelter for those families. And where there is no shelter, problems manifest themselves. And the center does not hold. And the central to the provision of shelters is financial inclusion. So Mazwe is all about financial inclusion. So what we do is we make financial services accessible to the individuals that under normal circumstances would not have been able to access financial services. So on the name, that's what we do.
No, thank you for that. And in the main, what does it take to be a woman-owned financial institution in South Africa?
Wow. One, the demand for determination and perseverance. And secondly, psychological resilience and the courage to break an industry which, under normal circumstances, is driven by the white male. It's more of a white male industry. So it takes that courage to be able to operate in that industry. And of importance, though, is you can make that an opportunity by bringing a better understanding of the financial services that can begin to service our people.
No, I mean, that's amazing because this is a very white male, as you said, dominant industry. And you being in this industry, what are some of the key milestones you've reached in your journey as an entrepreneur?
For us as a business, it's more reaching out to those individuals that under normal circumstances they would have been able to access financial services because they face financial exclusion. But of importance is for us a great milestone has been creating jobs. Currently, from the time we started the business, the jobs that we've created is about 4,358 jobs. And then we've managed to provide homes to the homeless of about 1,096. So for us, that is a real achievement. It measures exactly what we talk about when we're saying we're impacting lives.
No, that's quite powerful. And how do you think the society can foster more inclusivity and support for women in this financial services field?
It really requires our government to be intentional about it and ensure that they create more of a business thriving environment for the entrepreneurs. Because we've got a lot of people that I would like to believe they've got the skills. But what makes it challenging is how do they execute it? So if government can be, in particular the leadership, can be intentional about it and make it a point that they also make resources available so that the people can begin to establish these businesses and ensure that at least when they give the loans, because that's what people need funding to be able to establish these businesses. Yeah. But sometimes it's very difficult because it lacks concessional terms, meaning that at least the government must create a situation whereby if they give these loans to the individuals, at least they give them at a rate that will be less than what the market offers.
It's important for government to build that conducive environment.
Absolutely.
As we spoke about it.
Absolutely, because a lot of entrepreneurs, they don't know where to go, and the information is not out there for people to be able to access it. But most of importance is there's no funding for it. People don't know where to go.
Xoliswa, can you please share with us your career journey, the business journey, how you started and how you got to where you are today?
The journey started 17 years ago. Where it started, it was passion for impacting lives. So it was 2006. It started by, I had saved about 500,000 rands over a period of time. That's how I started the business. And then the main focus was more giving loans for one SMEs, which was more the spaza shops, those people that were running the spaza shops. And but on the main, it was also working through the municipalities in partnership with the municipalities, offering loans to the employees of the municipalities that were at the lower end of the market, called the gap market. Gap market in South Africa, those individuals that earn between 3,501 rands and 22,000 rands. And specifically the loans that we gave at the point in time was purely for housing, regardless of where the people came from, including rural areas, where there are challenges of title deed. Because the majority of people that want to build in rural areas, they are unable to do so. One, because they are unbankable, which means they don't have access to getting loans from the bank to build in rural areas because of the title deed. So that's where the journey started. And it grew from there, and we funded the first loan. It was a loan. The first loan that we got from SAMAF, which today is called SIFA. And at that point in time, the maximum facility that they could give us was about 10 million rands, which came with a mandate that we had to give loans to the spaza shops. We mean, that's a total different hard market. Because the majority of them did not even have a bank account. So you give them a loan, and it's going to be very difficult to collect that loan back. But at that, and as a result, we only utilized 7 million of the 10 million that we got because we could not reach out to those markets. And our main core at that point in time was the housing. So from there, we grew that book, and we managed to go to the ITC. And we got our second facility from the ITC with the first 25 million. We dispersed that within 3 months, and then we had to go back again. They gave us another 25 million. Within 3 months, again, we dispersed. So, and this business, it's all about funding. Once there is no funding, it's a business stop. So out of the ITC, we managed to get in total a loan of about 100 million. And after the ITC changed the mandate that they were no longer in the financial services, then we had to stop again and look for another funder. And then in between, RAD funded us as well. RAD gave us about 50 million rands. And RAD's mandate was housing, which is the center of our model. And then after RAD, we went to the PIC. And the PIC in total managed to give us, with the PIC, they gave us the first 49 million rands, and then the second 50 million rands. So that helped us to grow the book. Our book grew up to almost 300 million. So it has been a journey, a very challenging one. What remains a challenge up until now is that continuous funding that can take us to the next level, because there's a huge demand, especially for housing in South Africa, especially for the gap markets, which are those individuals that earn between 3,501 rand and 22,000 rand, which they don't have anywhere to go. So we become a stop shop for that particular market.
No, that journey is quite amazing. And why have you chosen Gauteng as a location for your business?
I need to emphasize that whilst our head office and one of our branches is in Gauteng, but we're looking at national. So we have offices right across the country. However, the reason for us to be here in Gauteng is the economic hub. Gauteng is the economic hub, at least of South Africa. And once we're in Gauteng, we're able to reach out to many people. You will find that the majority of people just working in Gauteng, they come from all over South Africa. And for example, municipalities being our clients, they are our clients by virtue that we lend to the employees of the municipalities. COJ alone has got about 30,000 employees. And it makes us to reach the scale that we want to reach. But our aim is that let each and every South African that works at least provide a shelter for their family.
And as a woman and a trailblazer, what advice do you have for young women out there that would like to be entrepreneurs?
I can answer that by quoting the late great Maya Angelou, who once said, "A bird does not sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song." For each and every man and women we honor and celebrate today, we celebrate them because they have a song. They have a song literally because they have a song. Or it can be in the form of a talent, a drive, or passion. So get whatever the passion is. Find what your passion is and follow that passion. I will hear some women say, but I don't know what my passion is. At least have a good dream. A good dream will always fit in the will of God. A good dream will always fit in your talent. A good dream will always fit in the needs of the people. So if you got that dream, you service the needs of the people. That's where it starts.
No, that is truly, truly inspiring. Thank you so much for those powerful words, Xoliswa. And thank you for being with us here at the One Stop Shop today. We thoroughly enjoyed this conversation with you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a conversation with Xoliswa Bebula at the investSA Gauteng One Stop Shop.